Here we are, midsummer, high season for road trips. And of course, as we all know, we parents anyway, those long rides can take a toll on the youngsters. You do have time to bond in the car, hopefully in positive ways, but you got to keep the kids occupied. And what better way to keep their minds active and engaged than with some fun games? Rejoining us right now, Charlotte Smith, a former elementary school teacher and guidance counselor turned blogger. And let me mention, she is the mother of 4 children, 5 or under.
Yep.
And look at her. She looks great. How does she even pull this off? All right, now you're going to show us some fun things. And this, to me, this is quaint and adorable because, like, we're going to take a trip back to the 1970s before kids had handheld gadgets.
There's not a charger to be seen on this table, Jim.
Is there such a thing even possible anymore to have non-electronic fun in the car?
You can try.
All right, what do you got?
You can. So the first thing is one of my favorites. This started out, Jim, if you can believe it, as an old metal tray.
All right.
Dirty, gross. I cleaned it up, and then I gave it a hit of spray primer, and then this is magic. This is chalkboard paint.
All right.
You spray it on, everything becomes a chalkboard. You can see that my daughter has already had to leave her mark on this. And so this is something that can sit on your kid's lap, and when you're in the car, they can have a chalkboard.
So before you leave it here, find a tray, clean it up, spray it with this, spray it with this.
Ta-da.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And
What else you got
a baking sheet will work too.
A baking sheet
if you're
as
not
well.
doing any baking, in theory, you could use it to do this.
She has 4 children and she makes these things. Okay, puzzle pieces I see here. And
well,
all
the
kinds
nice
of
thing
gadgets.
about this is that it's magnetic.
Ah, cool.
So what we've done is I found some puzzles that we had kicking around our house, and I literally, Jim, just glued
You made your
some
own
magnets on.
magnetized puzzle pieces?
I did.
Who are you?
Well, a little too much free time, I suppose.
I'm very impressed. You got free time with 4 kids, right?
So this next one is my daughter's favorite.
All right.
I grabbed a handful of Legos. We have little kids, so we have the Duplo Legos.
Okay.
But if you have older kids, those are the things you step on, the little tiny Legos. You can grab those. And I just made as many shapes as I could think of, and after each one, I snapped a quick picture. You could use your cell phone.
Okay.
And what's nice is that this comes right with them. So it lets them engage, they can build all these shapes, and for older kids, you could make it really tricky. She's already flipped through this.
Let me see here.
Go
Hold
for
up
it.
here. So you actually snap a picture of their creations, make them feel artistic and loved and wanted and all
Well,
those
I
good
will do
things.
this before, and then they can copy that.
Oh, they copy
so they're
them
trying to
using
match
the
it.
pieces.
Exactly.
But then I came up with another suggestion there inadvertently. Take a picture of their creation and put it on your blog.
Genius. Well, and it also ties into our first segment. If they feel involved, maybe you could have them make some shapes before your trip, and so then they're excited to try it again.
Oh my gosh. All right, now what's with the plates and the letters?
Okay, so I know this seems a little bit hokey, but honestly, we do this all the time at my house. Just take an old paper plate.
All right.
You have them. Write the letters around it. When I went on road trips as a child, the alphabet game was what we played. You looked out the window, I see you, Jim, I see a dog. This way you don't have to hear your kids screaming all the things. They just will fold it over. So every time they see something out the window, maybe they see a truck, they'll come and they can fold it over.
I'm guessing you have a son named Oliver.
I have a son named Oliver. He's a little younger, so he doesn't know all these. He doesn't know all these sounds.
All right. Well, that's very impressive. You know, like I said, no electronics here.
No plugs, no nothing.
What's
So
here?
this is a binder. This is another piece of my daughter's artwork. She's a real artist. And this just has everything that you think your children might enjoy. So for my kids, I mentioned they're a little bit younger, so we're sort of into mazes, dot to dot. I printed these off the internet. They're so easy. Older kids, maybe a crossword puzzle, maybe a word search, anagrams, hangman if you have kids that know how to spell and read and write. So we have this, and then in the back, stickers. My kids put stickers on everything under the sun. So I just load them up, and they could spend, I don't know, 20 minutes. That's an eternity for a child.
Can I at least ask you, because you know, I ran into challenges. I have 12-year-old boys right now, twin boys right now, and very early on they caught on to electronic devices in the hands.
It's so hard.
It's game over. You know,
it's so hard.
If I presented anything like this to them, they would very quickly laugh and then to go right back to their things again. So how do you? Your kids are young, but the 5-year-old, I'm guessing, is already getting ready to go with something, right?
Probably. I mean, I would say just limit their time and encourage them to explore these different outlets. I think imagination you can't develop. There's no app for an imagination. So in our house, we just try to have a balance.
And
So-
you mentioned something else. Car sickness can result from staring into a screen in a
Absolutely.
moving vehicle.
Absolutely.
Let's finish up with this old,
This is just fun.
wonderful old relic you have here.
This is just fun. This is I actually use this. I also do some DIY projects, Jim.
Okay.
So this is something that I have around my house just as decoration. This is to make our table look.
Oh, that was just for the
Fun
table.
and beautiful.
Oh, well, there. All right, still, and it worked. I went for it.
It worked.
Tell us your blog. Right?
Suburbanity, city, suburb, sanity.
It's very clever, and she still has her sanity
Most of the time.
with 4 children, 5 and under. I just can't get over that. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Wonderful day.